Hello guys, I'm sorry about this, but I messed up. I didn't realize my mic wasn't recording, so I'm doing a bit of post-commentary here. The time stinks, so I can, hook it up. It's going to be 30 in 3, 2, 1, 30. Got it, okay. So it should be synced now, provided I didn't do any cuts or anything. But yeah, I'm kind of upset, because I'll try and do the voices, so, as I didn't do that super well in the first one, as well as a friend of mine advised I start, putting more personality into this, and you know what, I think I'm gonna make it more of an Iron Man challenge as well. I'm doing this for fun, but you know what, I think his suggestions were fun, so hey. It's for me, not him, Why am I just saying fun? It was vicarious. So here I'm just considering what units I should bring, which is kind of funny. I actually think I had this set up in the last episode. I'm not actually sure though. But yeah. So I did end up going with my 3 cavalry, as well as Dorcas, although I don't use Dorcas. Like, my main axe user is Hector slash, what's the pirate guy's name? Dart? Yeah, Dart. Him, as that extra 15% crit rate is amazing, especially if you toss him a killer axe, like, yeesh. And I just like that he can go through water, which is useful on some maps, especially on, gosh, one of the later ones in the game, the Black Fang. But yeah, like, legitimate Iron Man challenge, so you won't see me arena abusing too much. I'll probably send the buffier guy to the arena, but I don't want him to be Chris. That would suck a lot. So here I'm just, like, thinking really hard about, like, oh, how do I want to approach this? I want Matthew to gain some experience, I want him to steal some stuff, I don't want him to grab the chest, I don't want the enemy thief to grab the chest, so I just put a lot of thought into here, and at this point I kind of realized, this is actually one of the better maps in this campaign. Like, there are different ways you could approach it. In addition, the enemy is actually a member of the Black Fang, albeit a very low ranking one. Like, 7 speed, gosh. Though, he is not a terrible mercenary, so, and he has a decent sized group, so it kind of makes sense that they would hire him. As pathetic as these guys are, like, where do they find them? Oh my gosh. So I still have not moved a single unit, and we're at 320? Oh my gosh. Why did I right, because I realized in order to steal, you have to actually not have a full inventory. Even when you do get the, convoy. Which kinda sucks that you don't start out within this game. So go over those. Is this the only game that did it? I'm not sure how it was in Gaiden, but I know in Valentia they have the convoy, though you do have 2 separate convoys. And I know in Binding Blade, you start with actually the same guy who served Master Eliwood served Master Roy, as he says in this game. Sorry, Eliwood this game, Roy next game. Well, yeah. So I do just use Lucius because he is awesome. And, like, no magic user can touch him, plain and simple. I'm thinking what to do with the rest of my units though, because the map is actually not that big. Like, I don't have a clear objective in mind, like a good way to funnel them. It's just like kind of a bunch of units scattered about, and I like that about this map. Like, you have to think, should I just generally place my units around to kind of slowly move forward? Because I like to funnel my enemies, like, hardcore. Just like, have one unit come in, and then have my other units ambush them. Any other units that follow along with that one. Or you just have, like, a really buff guy just go out and just, like, hit him. Yeah. But, I'm considering going no pre-promotions for Hector's run, which would be pretty nuts considering I haven't used Urk for this time. On the other hand, you know, Urk's still not terrible just relative to the other mages in the game. You know, you may get her pretty darn late, but she has pretty good growth rates. Putting her above Pent at the end of the game, I believe, you know, statistically speaking. But at the end of the day, that is still a chance. And Pent, you have a certain sense of certainty that he's going to get these stats, and, well, he starts with those stats, and you have, of course, you know, not terrible growth rates, not fantastic though. You know, it's not like Marcus. Yeah, and that's something I wish they would do more often, is just, like, have decent growth rates for pre-promotions if they actually expect you to use them. You know, I'm not sure how good Frederick's were. I know it was kind of a beginner's trap, though. Here I could not decide. Do I want to just grab the chest, attack him, or just grab his vulneraries? In hindsight, I think I should have grabbed his vulneraries. At the end of the day, I do decide to get the chest. Yeah, but I could just decide to use Urk. I'm not certain, though. I don't use that many pre-promotions in this game anyways. It's like, I think Pent, Hawkeye's a good one, but I think Hawkeye is, like, definitively better than Bart in a lot of ways, but I just like Bart. Sue me. I may be wrong, but I just like using Bart. Let me actually look up the growth rates right now, on my phone. You know, compare stats. No, Dart, not Bart, yeah. And, I can't remember why I used him there. Why did I let him get that kill? In some sort of rush? Oh, and of course it picked up my frickin' Discord notifications. Dang it. Okay, hang on. No, this cannot be. Everyone, get in there and finish them. This is our last chance. Sorry. There's a point I remember getting kind of peeved. We'll get to it. Oh, I actually ended up doing 2 episodes, right. Because I was getting a bunch of Discord notifications, and I was just like, okay, I gotta address this. Yeah, and the funny thing is when I hopped on, Tati just said, I asked, what were you guys talking about? And he was just like, well, Carrie said, oh, your Fire Emblem playthrough, and I was like, oh, what about it? And Tati was just like, you suck! Or something along those lines. So yeah, I'm planning to hang myself this Tuesday. No, I'm kidding. I can see the comments now. Suicide's nothing to joke about. Well, I should say comment, singular. Gosh dang, that's messing with me. But what if I am actually getting notifications from Discord and it turns out that It's not my computer. Then what do I do? Okay. So here I just decided to attack him. Plain simple, not really anything to say. Still trying to bring up Hawkeye's. Emblem here is actually, in my opinion, better fan service than Fire Emblem Warriors, because Fire Emblem Warriors, you have 3 games plus a couple guests. That just baffles me. It's like, this isn't like frickin' Zelda, where it's just a bunch of reincarnations of people. Like, Emperor is not Marth. He shares certain aspects of him, but he is not Alm either. He's his own guy. Eliwood is not the same as Ike. Like, come on. Though to be fair, they did have Lyn, and I was excited when I saw that. Oh, like, more characters are coming? But no. Alright. So in terms of base stats, Berserker level 4, Dark joins level 8. With high HP growth, meaning you're going to get roughly 8 or so HP bonuses, bring your HP up to 42. Plus 4, meaning that's 46, then plus 3 levels, meaning you're probably gonna go... Okay, so that's gonna be 48. So far, 2 under Hawkeye have the same level. Strength of 18. See how Dart does on that. Ooh, similar rates. So, actually, Strength actually seems to be where he pulls ahead. It's gonna be 65% of the time, meaning I'd say roughly, how much is that? 12, so 2/3 divided by... So that's gonna be 9. It's gonna be 10. It's gonna be like 24. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot higher. Oh my gosh. Skill 14. Ooh, skill 8. This is where he falls short. Only 20%, meaning you're only gonna get 3 or so stat boosts. Plus 1 with the Ocean Seal, and 1 more from the levels. Up to a total of 5, I believe. Sword and skill. Okay, so it's not that much lower, but it is lower. And speed, another area in which he is pretty strong in. Oh geez, yeah, no. He does not have good speed. Of 11 starting out, Bart's gonna absolutely trounce him, no competition. Okay, so Hawkeye, while not a terrible people motion, he's certainly not fantastic. Hang on. Okay, so I did end up freaking out a little bit by the mages. I love that how like 5 minutes of video is just me comparing two of the characters' stats. Some of you might not even know what I'm talking about. Talking to you, Onesie. Alright, now... That actually makes me curious. What about Urk? Is Urk in Fire Emblem Heroes? I don't think he is. Why is his... Never mind. Okay, so... his growth rate's 65. This is gonna be the most difficult to calculate, hang on. I'm gonna see if there's anything I can do in Adobe Premiere to hopefully bring some of this stuff up. Yeah, this is where I messed with the screen pruning a bit, regretted it. I actually like the screen smoothing feature on the Wii U Virtual Console. It's nice. Okay, so Pence is a noble guy, so cool guy. Magic of 18. Is that room to improve? Defense of 11. Jeez, that's good. As opposed to Urk, which starts with a defense of 2, growth rate of 20%, meaning that he's going to only get 4 or 5 upgrades, maybe. It's optimistic, meaning let's say optimistic 5 plus 3, it's gonna give him 8 more, putting him up to 10, and then from the levels, that's going to be... Okay, so that does actually put him above, but for so much, that's probably not worth the experience. Let me look at the other stats. I heard Urk sucked, and I remember when I first went through the calculations, it was accurate. Speed is not terrible. He starts at 7, 50, meaning that's going to be like 10, plus promotion bonus, which is nothing. Oh, I also need to look at Constitution. 17, yeesh. It's going to be, hopefully, 10, plus 3. Oh yeah, with that guy, he started saying something, but he didn't finish his sentence. Like, what the heck? What on earth? It's like, now I need to know what he says. Oh, he hasn't attacked yet. So... So in terms of speed, that would be 17 plus 2. Okay, so I actually do think that Urk is going to, in the long term, be superior if you do get him all the way up to level 20. But that's going to need a lot of EXP, as opposed to Dart, which comes at level 8. In addition, he's a good axe user starting off. He starts as a level 1 mage. Not super worth it. And Pen isn't, like, the latest in the story. He just goes... Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna stop comparing now because there's dialogue. 7 minutes of it, jeez. I think I might have desynced it by a couple seconds. Hang on. Okay. You must promise to leave these two alone. I have your vow. 20 seconds. Okay, there. These are no common brigands we're dealing with. This man was trained by a well-organized group. Oh, at this point I was just kind of skimming through it, so yeah, I was like, oh, I should be reading this. Okay, so this should actually be better. What do they want with Nils and Ninian? Nils, Ninian, everything's going to be fine. As long as you're with us, you'll be safe. But... you witnessed our victory, right? With Hunter's planning and my sword, you've no worries. If we all work together, there's nothing we can't overcome. I don't care who comes after you. I'll not let you be taken. Really? Yes, on my honor. Right, Hunter? My lady. I don't know why I gave Lynn a softer voice. Oh yes, this is yours. Ah, it's... You called it Nini's Grace, did you not? That lout had it. My Lady Lindis, thank you very much. So much. I have no words. You save thank you. I don't know. What a terrible mistake. Passing through Orphan and Cathalet, Lynn and her friends arrive in Kaelin. However, Kaelin is now under the rule of Lord Lundgren. Lundgren's henchmen lay in wait to assassinate Lynn. Oh yeah, and I also decreased the sound of the music. Yeah, I thought it was a little loud in the videos where I actually had it turned on. I must say that the house must not have been doing well. Like, without a hair, these are the best units they can come up with. On the other hand, considering how important Nils and Ninian's lives were, I'm surprised the Black Fang didn't send more as well. They absolutely had the resources. I understand maybe not sending Jafar or Lloyd or something like that. Look, Hunter, these mountains seem so far away now. We've come such a long way. My lady, Hunter, we can't be very far from the castle now. By my reckoning, we can reach Castle Kaelin in 2 days. If we hurry. 2 more days. Hold on, grandfather, please. Cheer up, Lynn. If they see you looking so sad, the entire company will lose heart. Selena, you're right. There's nothing to be gained by worry. We just have to press onward. That's a spirit. When danger approaches. What did you say? I don't see anything. Are you sure? I feel it, too. I'm sure of it. Ah, my lady, don't move. Hmm? Where did this bolt come from? They have a ballista. Lord Lundgren is getting serious. Deploying siege engines is no mean feat. What is a ballista? It's a weapon designed for long-distance attacks. Only archers can use them, but when they do, they're devastating. Florina, you must stay aground! Do not take it to the air. The ballista would target you in an instant. Is there any way to combat it? Yeah, and then there's just this nonsense. I kinda wanna just skip through it just because it's just like... Oh, well, here's how you counter ballista and fire them. It's not even necessarily the best advice. Might be better just sort of dance Florina over there. Which is what I probably should have done. And I was a little upset because Matthew can't be on this quest, and I like Matthew.